स्वागत है आपका शॉर्ट हैंडियंस गॉट इट चैनल पर। वीडियोस अगर पसंद आ जाएं तो लाइक, शेयर और सब्सक्राइब कर दीजिएगा। लेटेस्ट डिक्टेशन और जॉब नोटिफिकेशंस को पाने के लिए बेल आइकन प्रेस कर दीजिएगा ताकि आपको टाइम पे आपकी डिक्टेशंस मिल सकें। थैंक यू सो मच।
Ready? Start. Individual is liberated from the shackles of such bondage and is able to work towards full development of his personality, that we can call ourselves a truly free society. The first step on the long path to acceptance of the diversity and different colors that nature has created has to be taken now by vanquishing the enemies of prejudice and injustice and undoing the wrongs done, so as to make way for a progressive and inclusive realization of social and economic rights embracing all, and to begin a dialogue for ensuring equal rights and opportunities for the less than equal sections of the society. We have to bid adieu to the perceptions, stereotypes and prejudices deeply ingrained in the societal mindset, so as to usher in inclusivity in all spheres and empower all citizens alike without any kind of alienation and discrimination. The natural identity of an individual should be treated to be absolutely essential to his being. What nature gives is natural, that is called nature within. Thus, that part of the personality of a person has to be respected and not belittled or looked down upon. The said inherent nature and the associated natural impulses in that regard are to be accepted. Non-acceptance of it by any societal norm or notion and punishment by law on some obsolete idea and idealism affects the kernel of the identity of an individual. Destruction of individual identity would amount to crushing of intrinsic dignity that cumulatively encapsulates the values of privacy, choice, freedom of speech and other expressions. It can be viewed from another angle. An individual in exercise of his choice may feel that she should be left alone, but no one, and we mean no one, should impose solitude on him, her. The eminence of identity has been clearly stated in National Legal Services Authority versus Union of India and others, popularly known as NALSA case, wherein the court was dwelling upon the status of identity of the transgenders. Radhakrishnan J., after referring a number of judgments and certain international covenants, opined that gender identity is one of the most fundamental aspects of life, which refers to a person's intrinsic sense of being male, female or transgender or transsexual person. A person's sex is usually assigned at birth, but a relatively small group of persons may be born with bodies which incorporate both or certain aspects of both male and female physiology. The learned judge further observed that at times genital anatomy problems may arise in certain persons. Elaborating further, he said, gender identity refers to each person's deeply felt internal and individual experience of gender which may or may not correspond with the sex assigned at birth, including the personal sense of the body, which may involve a freely chosen modification of bodily appearance or functions by medical, surgical, or other means, and other expressions of gender, including dress, speech, and mannerisms. Gender identity therefore refers to an individual's self-identification as a man, woman, transgender, or other identified category. Going to the concept of discrimination, he stated, the discrimination on the ground of sex under Articles 15 and 16 therefore includes discrimination on the ground of gender identity. The expression sex used in Articles 15 and 16 is not just limited to biological sex of male or female. Stop.